En este vídeo vamos a ver cómo desarrollar la Princeton Offense. Es un excelente ataque para enseñar a nuestros jugadores cómo moverse, cómo leer el juego. Aquí os dejamos un clinic de Fran Aloco, un entrenador que ha sido campeón del estado de California después de coger un equipo con solamente una victoria. Consiguió hacerlo campeón y ha sido campeón 18 veces en high school en el estado de California. Es un clinic donde hay los drills, los ejercicios para desarrollar este movimiento y para aprender y enseñar a los jugadores a moverse dentro del ataque sin pararse y sin ir como robots.
The truth about the offense is it creates really, really skilled players. That's what I like about it. That my goal, as yours is to grow your players. That's what we do. I hate when I talk to a coach and they say, my players aren't any good. Well, that's right. They're not any good. You're supposed to develop them. That's what the idea of coaching is, right? So I had this kid play for me. He was a freshman, which means he was 14 playing on an 18-year-old team. And we were at the state championship game for California. And before the game, they're doing layup lines. And I called the boy over and I said, isn't this exciting? We're going to do this 4 times together, me and you. We're going to play in the state championship 4 years in a row. And you have to do this. And he did like ignored me, didn't say anything. Next time he came through, I put my arm around him. I said, are you with me? I said, we're going to do this 4 times, me and you. This is exciting stuff. And he goes, you got to talk to my dad. This is right before the state championship game. So we ended up winning the state. The next day I called his father on the phone, and I said, yesterday I mentioned to your son about how we're going to do this for 4 years. And he said, you got to talk to my dad. What's going on? He said, well, we're going to leave. We're leaving school. And I said, why? He said, well, your offense is too restrictive. It doesn't allow my son the freedom that he needs to have and whatnot. And I think he'll get better exposure. I said, okay. I've been coaching 24 years. I've had over 70 kids get college scholarships to play basketball. All of those kids were very skilled. They developed the skills running this offense. I said, so it's not really true. This is the best thing your son could do, is be here. I said, now, I'm going to show you the offense. I really don't like to show this to a lot of people, I told him, but I'm going to show you this. I said, when your son comes down the court, he can do whatever he wants with the ball. Let's just assume he enters the ball to the elbow right there. Let's just say he goes this way and he sets a screen. His first option is to pop, catch the ball, and shoot a 3. His second option would be to lift fake, take it in, score with his left hand. His third option would be lift, get in the rim, play with the guy in the corner. His fourth option would be to come off a screen-on ball by the post man that threw him the ball and shoot a jump shot. His fifth option is to turn the corner off the screen and get to the rim. His sixth option would be to dribble past the screen and get a drift screen for a 3. His seventh option would be, if the drift screen was there and he dribbled at it, he would look for a lob. His eighth option would be, after the lob, he would seal in the lane. His ninth option would be to back screen here and step out and shoot a 3. So when your kid comes down, he can do whatever he wants. He has 9 options. Now here's the problem. Your son can't do any of that stuff. He can't do one of those things. That's why he's not doing well in the offense. So if you transfer, you can hide the fact that your son's not very good. But if he stays here and we teach him all those things, he will be a very, very highly skilled basketball player that will be able to play anywhere in the country. And the kid ended up staying. And at 5'9", he started in the Pac-12. And he's a great player in the Pac-12. Did a really good job. So I think, selling it and trying to get these guys in line to understand where you're trying to take them is really so important. Now, we have any player out here first. A couple things I think you have to do. Grab one ball. Just go under the hoop here. You know, to run this offense, you know, Pete Carrill, who invented the offense, his thing was, you're never stuck. There's always an option that you can do in this, right? And the hook shot is such an important part of this because his theory was, anytime you're stuck in here, and I got a 7-foot kid on me, I can always come and shoot a hook shot. So we would teach all of our players would have to be able to hook with either hand. So just start on the block right here and execute like a left-handed hook shot, right? Good. Then go to the right side, keep going back and forth. So we go right-handed hook and a left-handed hook, right? So skills we want to develop with our guys is the hook shot. They're doing left-handed and right-handed all the time, okay? Another skill we want to do is all your players have to be able to post up. So start over there and just back cut through, and I want you to seal the lane. And then we'll get you the ball, and you have to be able to score in the post. And what we teach on that cut is, let's say you're guarding me. When I back cut this, I'm going to cut past you. You're guarding me here. I'm coming down to try to beat you to the spot. If I get to here, now I'm going to step here and seal you really deep, right? So you want your players all to be able to post up and seal in the paint. There's no bigs, there's no littles. Everybody's just a skilled basketball player. Third thing, they have to be able to shoot. You know, and that's something that I don't think we do enough of. I mean, we shot, kids in my program shot 1,000 shots a day. We had the gym open at 6 in the morning. Our kids were expected that they're going to come in before school or after school to shoot 1,000 shots every day. And they got to the point where they could really shoot it, right? And then the other skill we really want to coach out of this is you have to be able to rip and go. So if we set a screen here and we catch the ball, we really emphasize clipping, getting the ball to this hip, clipping his hip and getting to the rim. See that footwork? Just catch the ball. I want you to set a screen in that direction. Good, stop. Set a screen. Open this leg up. Now, rip it to the other side. You get past the guy. Good. All right, so we would do developmental drills to do all of those different things, okay? Now, to show you the offense, we have 4 players come out here real quick. So if you dribble at him, your first option would be the back cut, but if you're not, if the guy's not, it's not there, come and get a dribble handoff, and you guys circle on that side. So do the same thing, just exchange. Okay, dribble back up to the top, get to that spot in the main line, throw it to him, and you would go circle again. You dribble at him, you can back cut or come get a handoff. Good, just keep that moving. But I want you guys to really try to get up high, you know, to the foul lane extending. Really keep your space. Go ahead, forward. Circles. You're circling. Good. Good. Good, okay. Now, next thing we do out of that is we'll run squares. So on a square, you're going to throw the ball to him. On the throw, we're both cutting down the lane. Look for me for a give and go here. We can dribble it back up to the top. Okay? You come right back up again. Go ahead, hit it again. Cut through. Good, cut through. Good. Popping up, good. Clear the spots, clear the spots. Good. Good, pull it up. Keep going, good. Now circle into it. One circle into a square. Circle into a square. Circle into a square. Keep going. One in a circle. Let's do a circle. Remember, circle's a handoff. So throw it here. Circle into it. Go ahead. You go there. You're still playing on that side. Keep playing on that side. Good. Throw it. There's a square. Good. Dribble it up. Pass it. Circle on that side. Dribble out. Hand off. Dribble out. Hand off. Circle into a square. Cut. Good. Cut it. Cut. Good. Good. Okay, hold on. All right, we'll do one more option. Now, this is like a football approach to coaching, right? So I used to use different formations. So in football, you know, American football, they'll run formations, but the plays are basically the same, but the look they give you is different, right? I was a quarterback in college. In fact, if any of you ever heard of Joe Montana, Joe Montana was my backup quarterback. That's a true story. And I blew my shoulder out, and that's how Joe got the play. He'll acknowledge that too, you asked him that. And by the way, thank God I got hurt, because Joe changed the face of football, right? He's one of the greatest players ever to play. I wasn't very good, but I did learn a lot in coaching, and that our football coach, Aaron Parsegian, was a great football coach. And he taught this concept of misdirection, which I love in basketball. So we're going to run these 3 formations into something. Circle, square, and one more. We'll call it X. So you throw it to him. Now, you're Xing off the post. Go ahead. And you follow right off the post. You dribble back up to your spot. Throw it here. X again. X again. Cut. X, X. You got to go that way. X. There you go. Keep dribbling up. Dribble up. Good. X again. Cut. X. Good. Good. Now, I want you to run circles into squares to an X. Okay, go ahead. Do it hard. Let's go. Hard. Circle. Good. There's a square. Cut. Good. And back up. X. X. Good. Good. Let me have you step in on the post. And let me have 4 whites come up and guard them. 4 whites. We're not going to guard the post. This is a good drill to get you started running. And by the way, you can run that as an offense. You really can. It's good movement, keeps everybody going. And what we're going to do here now is you guys are going to play, but you can always throw the post at any time. Okay, so if we threw it to the post, right, we are going to back cut through. You're looking for us. It's not there, hit one of them. Go right back up. Run a circle at me. Circle. There we go. I'm looking for this guy to back up. Cut. You overplaying cut. He fills. It's not there. I'm going to go back door here. Take him all the way through. Keep going. Go up. Throw it to the post. Cut through. Boom. We pop up. Here comes an X. Good. Staying wide. Fill in the spot. Okay? Let's see you guys do that. Go ahead. Remember, you can throw the post whenever you want. Let's do the pencil to get one. Stay up here. Because really, the whole idea is to bring the defense up so you have room to play. Go. Good. Go hard. Good. Good job. Get high. Good. Fill up. Good. Circle. Good. Nice. Good. Remember to see one. Here's a good rule. Read the person in front of you that tells you what to do. You just got to watch the guy in front of you. Right? So if I see him go in a circle, I know I'm circling. Watch the guy in front of me. Right? If I see him throw it there, and he cuts, X, he X's, and you got to know I can X. Follow the guy in front of you. Okay? Let's go. Let's go hard. Go. Good. Try to get ready. Oh, yeah. Good. Good. There you go. Good. One more time. That's pretty good. And these guys can run this for 10 minutes, right? And then land. So imagine if you drill this. Let's go hard. Hard. Okay. Oh, right there. I quit. I'm done. That's all you guys got to know. Have a good weekend. Perfect. Now go ahead. One more time. Keep going. Great stuff. Cut. Run it out. Good. I love it. Good stuff. Very good. Now, as we start getting layup after layup, right? Now you're going to get wide open shots because the team's going to start sagging.
Y bueno, tanto si os ha gustado, si os gusta o incluso si no, darle al botón de suscribiros y a la campanita y podremos seguir haciendo vídeos como este. Hasta luego.